It's summertime and we're in the midst of gardening season. And as you can tell, yeah, I might have neglected my garden just a little bit. Don't look. No, don't look. No, 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 no. No, those are not pests. Those are my pets, not pests. Pets. Aphids pets. Okay, agreed. I'm really slacking with the upkeep of this garden. I'm horrible this year. However, I decided to build something for the garden to make it feel better. Or, yeah, maybe it's to make myself feel better. Anyways, it's something really cool. While I can't even keep up with this garden yet, I want to build something so I can grow more. And what I've always wanted is to build something raised up here. So the sweet potato vines that I'm growing here can just grow underneath it and not bother any other plants. So the plants can actually get full sun and not be fully shaded by the sweet potato vines. What do you think about my idea? I think it would look pretty cool. And I can wait to get started. So follow me and lass uns anfangen. And surprise, surprise, I will be building this project out of cedar, just like my previous projects. It's just that cedar is very affordable, it's readily available, very easy to buy, it's beautiful, and it's a great outdoor wood. So it's a perfect choice for this project. I'm going to build this pretty simple. So I'm going to build those 3 boxes and I'm going to build something that I can prop them up with. So yeah, let's try to figure out the dimensions on how I want this to look like. I'm very unsure about the size right now. I don't want to build it crazy big because then I need a lot of soil to put in. I also don't want to take too much space. It's just for a few herbs, maybe 20 inches. Yeah, I think 20 inches would be great. And the height, I'm actually going to keep that height. Yes, I like that. It's 5¼ inches. I will cut this off and then I'm going to go down to 20 inches. I like that. Let's do it. I cut a few of the pieces and now I already have to make the first decision before I can continue cutting. This is for the front and back, and then I cut one for the bottom. And the question is, do I want this to be on top, that you see it in the front, or do I want it to be on the bottom? And I think I already made this decision. So I like this look better. And now the other thing to decide is for the sides. Now, do I want it to be on here, just cover the whole piece, or do I want it inside? I think I like this. What do you think? What way would you choose? Anyways, no. I'm smarter than this time. Because I'm using my WOLFBOX now. Dust-free, splinter-free, and Mike is happy. You don't know what the WOLFBOX is? Well, the WOLFBOX is a super turbo fan. It has many uses, from the workshop to cars, electronics, camping, and so much more. If it collects dust, this powerhouse can handle it. It spins with an incredible 150,000 RPM, blasting away dust, sawdust, debris without dragging around an air hose. You might find yourself cleaning things that weren't even dirty. It does come with different nozzles, so you can clean tight corners, and they're super easy interchangeable. All you have to do is just spin it, and you put a new one right back on. It's that simple. The fan has 3 different power settings that you can easily switch in between. And when the battery is empty, you just charge it with the supplied power cable. No more buying of those pesky, overpriced disposable cans of air. This turbo fan might just become my new favorite tool. And it doesn't even cut wood. The WOLFBOX is on sale now, so check out our website and Amazon store for more details. All the info is in the link below. And now tell me, what would you clean first? Now, since everything is nice and clean, let's continue with the build. I'll see you later. The next step was to cut those side pieces to size. The width of this piece is going to be the same width as the distance of the bottom piece. So I'm just going to mark this with my pencil, if I find one. Where did my pencil go again? Oh my God, where did my pencil go? I'm running out of pencil. Can somebody buy me some pencils, please? All right, I found one. I really don't know where the other one is now. This is getting really annoying. I mean, usually I put it in my pouch, but I took both of my pouches to Florida, so I don't have one here right now. So I just have to use what I have, and yeah, all right, let's do it. Let's mark this. So what I'm going to do is I'm cut those pieces first to width, and then we're gonna cut off the height. Very simple. I will need 6 of those. Ta-da! Now, all we need is some wood glue and a brad nailer. And yeah, we also need some batteries. The assembly should be pretty straightforward. You just really have to decide, what do you want outside? What do you want on the inside? I really like this piece here. And then the 2 side pieces. You can never have enough wood glue. First piece. Okay. Well, not like that. Ooh. All right, perfect, yes. First piece on, like, I don't know, 10 more to go. I love my brad nailer. So really make sure you get a good coverage on the glue, because otherwise there isn't much holding this piece together, and it's sitting out in the sun. The wood is going to move with the season if it gets cold or warm or moist. And if there's nothing that holds it, it's just gonna fall apart. And you don't want that. You want this box to last for a long time. Oh no, I'm empty. Reload. I get a whole magazine. Maybe I should check that they don't come out on the inside. Nope, perfect. I mean, I can say that never happened before. Gonna spend my whole clip on this thing. That makes me think it's time to go back to the shooting range. I haven't been in a while and I miss it. For work, I always had to train a lot on the shooting range, obviously. But, you know, ever since I left the department, it's been a while that I've been back. Only a handful of times. It used to be part of my job, part of my everyday life. Time to go back. The first box is ready. And yeah, no screws inside. I had to double check myself because I don't trust me on that. 2 more to go. Oh my God, I just split the wood. I don't even know if I can use this again. You know those things that you do sometimes that you pretty much instantly regret? I think it's going to be one of those. I'm gonna fill it with glue and I'm gonna try put it back together because I can bend it by hand. I just think I don't know if this glue and this little brad nails and hold it together. Let's see what comes out of this one. Probably in a month with the water, it's just gonna pop back open. And now since the boxes are built, they need a little bit of sanding. And you know what that means. Let's have some fun with it.
Sawdust dancing in the amber light. Cedar box coming home tonight. Feel the rhythm in the grain and bone. Building something that I call my own. Syncopated motion, steady and true. Turning old timber into something new. Into something new. Let the rhythm guide the hand, flowing like the shifting sand, sanding down the rough and wild, work of heart and rhythm's child. In the flow I'm finding home. Let the cedar spirit roll.
And now, since everything is sanded nice and smooth, I have to figure out the legs. How I'm going to assemble those 3 boxes. Get 1 box, then the second box on top of that. How much distance? Should I touch those 2 boxes? But I could move it backwards, so when it grows up, it has some more space. Or should I just leave a little bit of a gap in between? Actually, I kind of like the idea of just putting it on top of it. I think I'm gonna do that. It's gonna look like steps, kind of like this. Okay, and then for the last box, I'm gonna attach a straight leg. And then here for the side, I'm gonna see if I can cut a leg just that goes straight through here. Let's do that. Put those here, one here. right in the back and the other one on the other side. Lots of glue on this one. Gonna hold all the weight. Don't want this to come off. Do you think that's overkill? Gonna fill in all the holes with some wood filler in a minute. And the same on the other side. This one is ready. I'm going to cut this now, and then I'm gonna find the perfect angle to go from here all the way to the third box, and then I'm gonna glue this on together too. And to figure out the angle here, I just put it up. I'm gonna cut this right here. Oh, the only thing I'm worried about is that those legs here now are going out too far. I might have to cut them straight because I don't think my bit is that deep. But I could be wrong. I'm gonna give it a try. Let's take it outside and see how it fits. Oh, it's actually gonna fit. Oh, this is nice, yes. Big lizard. Scared the shit out of me. But perfect. Woohoo, I love it. This looks pretty. This is going to give me so much space. Now it only needs a finish. And out the finish, that's also safe for plants. As you can tell, I already attached my little name tag. I colored it with acrylic paint, and then I just laser engraved my name on it. Micah's Garden. I love it. Okay, for the finish, I'm gonna go with 100% pure tung oil because it's said to be food safe. So let's go with that. I would recommend the first coat to thin it down with a solvent. There's the citrus solvent, 50% of the solvent, and then 50% of the pure tung oil. Put it on, and then I'm gonna go over with another layer of tung oil in about 24 hours or so. So how can I get this on the easiest? I think I'm gonna just flip it. That would make it the easiest. Let's go for it. This is starting to look beautiful. Now it just needs to dry. The thing about tung oil is that it needs a very long time to dry. 4 days or even more. I think tung oil takes up to a week to dry sometimes. So I'm just gonna let this slowly dry here before I take it out in the garden so it has the full protection of the tung oil. And then of course, I'm sure you were wondering, how does this whole thing drain? I'm just gonna take a bigger drill bit and drill a bunch of holes in the bottom so any water can just drain through straight to the bottom and water the plants, whatever's underneath. It's going to be perfect. I drilled 2 holes in each box for the drainage. I think that should be sufficient. And then I fill the boxes with a potting soil mixture. This soil mixture allows good drainage. And now I'm about to head to the store to get a jump start on my herbs. For watering, I'm just going to hook it up to my existing irrigation. Now I don't even have to think about watering the plants. And whoop, we are fertig. Wow, I'm so in love with my new tiered garden planter. What do you think? Please leave me a comment below. Also, like and subscribe to my channel. If you have not done so, please click the bell button to get notified of new videos. Also, if you can, please join my Patreon. This helps me create more YouTube videos. Thank you so much for watching. Tschüss und auf Wiedersehen.